Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing today? Oh, yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls. How are we? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a brand new day. It is, it's Monday. It's Monday, I tells you. Monday. What the hell, man? It's Monday. What happened to the weekend? Oh, that's right. I was busy. I was busy editing. And I was busy having some fun. I spent my weekend actually hanging out with some old high school buddies. We were making characters for D&D. We haven't played D&D together for a while, so it was fun. We had a blast. Hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. For those people who have already hit Monday, don't look at Monday as the beginning of another boring week where you got to go to school or work. Look at it as the beginning and start of a brand new adventure. And that, today, is what we're doing. A brand new adventure. You're probably wondering what's going on. All right, let me explain. For those people who are new around here, I am Captain Deadmeat. I make Minecraft content. And I am on an SMP called the AngelSMP. Now, this SMP is a public one that is a whitelisted one. If you would like to become whitelisted on this server, you need to go over to Angel Naomi over on Twitch, where she will whitelist you after you've watched her stream for a little while, and you can come and join this server. It's an awesome server. There's lots of really cool stuff happening on this server, and lots of awesome builds and things like that. But I'm working on something. When I joined this server, my plan was to become the best at something, and I can't become the best at PvP for a few reasons. One, because I'm terrible at PvP, and two, because the server is on the other side of the world, and my ping is like 300. So that's kind of out of the realm of possibility. Number two, I can't become the best at building, because if you have a look at this server, there are some people who have built some pretty impressive, gigantic, huge, amazing builds all over this server. And so I'm deliberately not becoming the world's best builder, which is why I built my, I'm calling it my Dr. Seuss house. The idea was to build a house that wasn't fantastic and excellent and was a little bit weird. What do you reckon? Do you reckon it's weird? Kind of looks weird to me. But what I am becoming the best at on this server is dying, because everybody has a death counter over their head that tells you exactly how many times you've died on the server. You can't see mine. You can only see it when you look at somebody else's. Oh, there's a merchant there. Hello. Hello. What have you got? Anything interesting? No, not really. Oh, hang on a second. I think my cat's... Yes. My cat's locked herself in the other room. Hang on a second. I'll be back in a sec, guys. I'll be back in a sec. Alrighty, apologies for that. My cat, my cat went into the other room and locked herself in the room. She does that sometimes. She ends up going for an explore, and she ends up going to pushing against the door, and it my door has this weird thing where it sort of auto shuts itself. So yeah, she leans against it, and she sometimes she shuts herself in there, and then all you hear is a meow, meow, meow. And she's a persistent kitten, so she's the kind of cat that will just keep going until I actually let her out. So I have to go and rescue her. She's she has anxiety. She has separation anxiety. Like, she always needs to know what you're up to. Anyway, what was I talking about? All right, so yeah, on this server, everybody has a death counter over their head that tells you exactly how many times you die. And you can't see mine because somebody else needs to be looking at my head to be able to see the counter. Hello, Enderman. So I've been collecting all the different ways that you can die in Minecraft. And this is sort of our test area. This is where we've been collecting all the different ways to actually die. This was an arrow trap that I built that shoots arrows at me all the time. But no arrows in it anymore. This was our lightning rod. Now, last session, we actually managed to get struck by lightning. I was not expecting this to happen. I figured this would take like days to get of me sitting on the server to get. But I just happened to be on at the right time when there was a thunderstorm, and I got struck by lightning, and it was awesome. And then this one here allowed dripstones and anvils to fall on us, and we've done cactuses, we've done burning. We've pretty much done all the big major ones, you know, all the creepers like that. That was perfectly timed. Yeah, so we've done all the major deaths and things like that. Actually, last session, we actually went out looking for bees so that we could be stung to death. That took a while. That took a few sessions to actually find the bees. And thanks to another person on the server, Tech, we were able to find bees and get stung by them, which was awesome. So, we've got a new challenge today that we're going to start, because I'm guessing this one's going to take a while. And that is to go to the world border and teleport beyond the world border and die outside the world border. Now, two things. One, I don't know if that's possible. I know you can die if you're outside the world border, but because this is a private server, there may be some rules and regulations on that. I don't know. We'll soon find out. Secondly, we need to start doing this now because Naomi is actually going to be extending the border of the server now that more and more players are coming onto it. And so we need to get there before she does that. Otherwise, we're going to have to keep walking even further. Now, I could... Ow, what the hell? How did that hit me? I could use an elytra and fly all the way over there. But... Ow. Okay, that... Yeah. Can't mount the mod. Oh, no, I don't want to mount the mob. You know, we could... you know, we could use elytra and fly all the way over there, but that kind of... I don't know, that's... One, it kind of seems like cheating, and two, I don't think that'd be that much fun. I think it would be fun, more fun, if we actually traveled there. So, what we're going to do is... let's have a look. We are... Where are we? That's negative. And that's more positive. Hang on. So if we go... Which way do we want to go? Do we... Pretty much want to go any way that it's climbing upwards, isn't it? So we pretty much want to go that way. And just keep going. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a whole bunch of equipment. We are going to make some beds. We are... Because it's about 15,000 blocks that way. Because I'm pretty sure the border is 30,000 blocks. So, yeah, if we go 15,000 that way, we should hit it. So it's not too far. It's not as if we're doing like full Minecraft world border where it's millions and millions of blocks. That way, we can let's harvest some carrots. Because why not? So yeah, so we'll grab some equipment and we'll start our journey. And we're going to explore wonderful, awesome things and see what we can find. And it'll be awesome fun. And then eventually we will reach the world border. And we'll take some ender pearls and we'll pearl beyond it. Because that way, that's how you get beyond the wall. And hopefully we'll die. And it will be awesome fun. So come with me, grab yourself a cup of coffee or a beverage of choice, and let's go on an adventure. Let's go and explore. All right, so we'll do some recording so that we have the bits and pieces we need. Now, this time, normally I don't worry about like taking beds or anything like that, but this time we're actually going to make a bunch of beds as we go and place them down so that if we do die, we don't have to worry about it so much. Actually, there were sheep and that up on the mountain up there. So let's do that. Let's go up there and get the sheep. An axe or so, yeah. And that way we can get some wool. Actually, I think I've even got shears. We can probably shear them. I do have some shears. Right. Okay. Let's go up here and see if we can find some sheep. Hello, Kyle. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, there's some sheep. We need some wool. That way we can make a few beds to take with us. And that way we can put the beds along the way so that if we do die, we don't have to do the entire journey of finding our way all the way to the border again. What am I doing? I am preparing for an adventure. We're going... Hello, Tech. How are you? We're preparing for an adventure where we're going all the way to the world border. Thankfully, this server's border is a little bit smaller than a normal border, so we don't have to travel as far. But the reason why we're going there is I'm collecting all the different ways to die. And one of the ways is to go beyond the world border. So we're going to do that. And the reason why we're doing this now is because the server owner, Naomi, is planning on extending the world border soon. And so we need to do it now before the border has been extended. And this is where Tech is about to tell me that the border has already been extended. Don't tell me that. So yeah. What the hell is going on in here? No, it hasn't. All right, cool. That's all right. That's good. That's good. But yes, so that's what we're... What the... It's like weird entity cramming. Okay, you'll be watching. Awesome. Welcome in. Oh. Did somebody put these in here for a reason? Or did they just all happen to be in here? Come here. What were you guys doing? Just all having a party or... I don't know. That seemed a bit odd. That seemed a bit odd. Ah, yes. Yes. There's some more sheep over there. Just grabbing some wool. Yo, that was close. We could have died horribly. Blaze of glory. Although we've already died plenty of times. Actually, how many times have I watched? Options. Controls. No, we don't want controls. We want statistics. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Number of deaths. We have broken 100. We have broken 100 deaths. We are nowhere near what my total is going to be. My total, when I'm finished, so once we've collected... Hello, Jessica, how are you? Once we've collected the different ways, all the interesting ways to die, I'm going to build a machine that spawns me, kills me, spawns me, kills me, and just over and over and over and over and over and over. I just keep letting it run until I reach 10,000 deaths. Starting to build a house in Minecraft finally? Nice. The important question is, what are you building the house out of? What's your go-to building material? And why isn't it dirt? Not enough people build houses out of dirt. Dirt is awesome. Dirt is fantastic. I like dirt. You should build a house out of dirt. All hail the mighty dirt. Come here. Thank you. Excellent. How do I know you're going the right way? Well, you don't have to worry about going the right way because the border goes all the way around. As long as you're still going the same direction, you'll eventually hit the border. So the plan is to pick a direction and head that direction. And I think we're going that way. Eventually. Dirt is disgusting. No. No. Dirt is wonderful. It is the building block in which we live upon. It is fantastic. I like dirt. It tastes good too. Kids don't eat dirt. Although I'm sure as a child I probably did eat dirt. And, well, I'm fine. Look at me, I'm fine. Well, I'm fine, what are you talking about? So much wool. Look at it all, it's fantastic. We're just collecting all this wool. The reason why we're doing this is we're making beds. So that we can take the beds with us. So that as we go along, I can place beds and set a respawn as they keep going. So that way, if I die, I don't start back here. I start back at the last bed. So, we are just collecting some wool to start our journey. Although I think that should probably be enough, but yeah, these guys aren't respawning the wool anytime soon. All right, we're good. So yes, let's go. Yeah, this over here was our goat dispenser. This is where the, excuse me, hang on a second. I'm getting weird pop-ups. Yeah, this is where the goat knocked me off to my doom. That one took a little while because the goat wouldn't cooperate. The goat just kept looking at me like, what do you want? And I'm like, normally if I was just up there on the mountain, the goat would just instantly kill me. But because I wanted him to kill me, he just looked at me and was just like, nah, I'm not going to do that. First 2 layers with my chest room, furnaces, enchantment room, and the nether portal, yes. Always the important nether portal. I've got one over there. And one over there, which is weird because they end up in the same place because they're too close to each other. But that's beside the point. Alright, so. What do we need? Some wood. We need some wood to make some beds. That's what we need. Wood to make some beds. What is it? Beds go there, that goes there, right. Oh, look at them all. Oh, yes. I got a shulker box somewhere. There we go. Let's put all the beds. Put the beds in there. And the necessary bits and pieces to make more beds. Oh, I still have enough to make more beds. If I had Minecraft on my phone, I would put redstone and stop you from reaching the border. Never! Never! You will never, ever stop me. Nobody can stop Captain Deadmeat from dying. Oh, yes. Because that's what he's good at. If there's one thing in Minecraft that Captain Deadmeat is good at, it's dying. For I am the greatest dyer of... Dyer? Is that a word? Don't think so. Probably not. I am the greatest dyer of all time. Yes. Alright. Now, I've got some iron. That's what we're going to do. We're going to cook some iron. What else have we got in here? Some steak. Some potatoes. More steak. The reason why we're cooking iron and that is we're going to make some armor. Although I think I've already got some. We'll take a helmet. Where did all my other armor go? Well, maybe I lost that armor. Don't know. Hang on a second. I really got to organize all of this. Take some carrots. Golden carrots are always useful. I'm too busy spending my time killing myself rather than actually organizing everything. Best. We don't need to organize everything, do we? Are you from America? No, I am from Australia. The land down under. G'day, mate. How's it going? Yeah, I ride kangaroos and punch crocodiles or something like that. I'm not quite sure. All right, so we need some armor. And we need a shield. Let's make a shield. And... Oops. Shield. And we need some chestplate. And... Oops. Some pants. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh, oh, it is nice. That's because you're in South Africa. South Africa? Nice and hot in South Africa. Actually, at the moment here in Australia, it is cold. It is very, very cold. It's not great, not fantastic. It's a little bit chilly in the morning. Although today's actually quite nice. Today's it's not like bitter cold like it has been. Today's actually kind of yeah, just kind of nice weather. But still chilly. Still chilly enough that I have a big thick hoodie on, my beanie on my head, and a rug on my leg. But then I'm also an old man, so you know. Even if I'm not actually an old man, I'm kind of an old man. Oh my god, it's cold. Oh, me chilly bones. Oh, me chilly bones. I don't know. What am I doing here? Sword. What have we got? Anything interesting? Stone swords. So, you know what? We'll take both just because we can. An axe. We don't need the shears. We'll take some iron with us just in case. Actually, we'll split some of that. Grab that. Oh. We need a boat. We always need a boat. Everybody needs a boat. I always forget to take boats. Right. Dirt can go in there. Wool goes in there. Or if we need to make another bed. What do we got? Food-wise, pretty good. We don't need all those carrots. I don't know, maybe we do. We'll take it anyway. It's fine. I got plenty of resources for food. Dirt is always... I'm hoping to convince my dad to let me download Twisted Metal for PlayStation 4. Twisted Metal. Wow, that's a flashback. The old flashback Twisted Metal. I remember playing that when it first came out. Actually, there's a Twisted Metal television series. I think the second season's just come out. It's actually really good. I actually really like it. I was surprised. Because usually television series based on computer games are usually pretty awful. Alright, so I've got shield, got sword, pickaxe, all the usual bits and pieces. We got beds, we got a boat. Calypso, you going down. Calypso. We need to make some torches. Make some torches, eh? Just a few. We only need a few. That should be enough. Probably don't need that much coal. We also have to think about the fact that we're going to lose half of this. We're going to lose this when we die because we're not journeying all the way back to go and get it again. So anything we take with us, we're pretty much going to lose. The grandma got eliminated. No. Poor grandma. All right, let's sleep, and then we shall begin our journey. So for anyone who's wondering, that's Mr. Piggy up there. He started invading my house as I was building it, so I built him a little platform. And then this is his wife, Mrs. Piggy. Originally, I had the two of them together, but they were causing all sorts of problems. So we separated them. We're like, down, out. We'll have none of that, thank you. And they were separated. Okay, so let's begin our journey. We are going that way. We are pretty much just heading that way. It's the way we're going. He says as he veers over this way instantly. Wow. Thank you. I need the wool. Thank you. Hey. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So come with me on a journey, ladies and gentlemen. We're going on an adventure. How long do you reckon it'll take me to get there? Do you reckon we can do this in a couple of hours? I don't think it's possible. But we'll soon find out. We'll soon find out. Flower power also got eliminated. No! I like flower power. Someone built up there? What was that? No, that looks natural. I was going to say, my original plan was to build up there. But then I realized that every time I built up there, I would have to get everything up there. And it was like, that just seems like a lot of work. That just seems like hard work to me. You know what? We don't need to do that. That's. All right, let's go. We're going to be sort of traversing areas that we've already been for a little while until we eventually break through into uncharted territories. But that's all right. We'll explore and see what wonders we'll find as we continue our journey. Because who knows what comes of it? We may find things that we didn't know existed. Oh, it's a piggy. You're back again, Kyle. Where did you go? You don't need to apologize. You're free to come and go as you like. I'll be here regardless. Just come and join us when you can. That's all that matters. What have we got? We've got sort of... If we could get to open water, we'd be good, couldn't it? Just, you don't need to spoil everything. I mean, I already know half this stuff anyway, but... people may not have seen it. You're also a YouTuber. Nice one, Carl. Oh my god. Powdered snow was terrible. Whoever thought powdered snow was a great idea is a horrible, horrible person. Horrible person. Just horrible. Just horrible. Hello, fishies. Fishies. Seem like I'm going through my hunger very quickly. Seems like I'm like, oh, more sheep. Come here. Thank you. Hello, sheepy. Thank you. Yeah, it seems like my hunger's going by really quick. Oh, yeah. Hang on, are we still going the right direction? Yes, we are. Very low at 15 subscribers and 3 popular videos. That's not low. Everybody starts with 1 subscriber. You know, you got to start somewhere. We all started at the bottom. The main thing to do is just keep going. I did see what you said, Jessica. I'm not paying attention to it. I don't want to know. Don't spoil things. That's just mean. Otherwise, I can't watch the show. I mean, I'm still going to watch it anyway, but... We're in open water. See, this is easier. We travel faster. See, if only it was open water all the way, we could just get there instantly. We'd just be like, meow. Find a dolphin, cruise along. It'd be great. What does that mean? Jessica is talking about a television show. Oh, the poor cow's still out here. Do cows actually know how to swim? In real life? Is that a thing? Do cows swim? I don't know. How do I not know that? I suppose it's not something that's common knowledge, right? I've never seen a cow swim. Do they swim? Is it possible? I don't know. We can probably keep going this way. I don't know. I'll have to ask the internet. Do cows swim? I wouldn't think they'd be buoyant enough. Maybe. But would their stubby little legs be able to kick fast enough? That's a good question. These are things I need answers to. Can we cut through here? Yes. Oh, hang on. We don't want to go that way. We want to go that way. Pretty much heading in a straight line. We'll go around him. We'll go around. He ducks, he weaves, he cuts through. I was hoping that there would be an ocean that cuts through here, but I don't think there is. So I think we pretty much have to go by foot. We'll do that. We'll cut through. Maybe I can cut through like this, eh? Aha! Oh, this is kind of cool. Nice little river. Making it... Wow, look at the mushrooms. All right. Do I die to a guardian yet? No, actually, I haven't died to a guardian yet, no. Originally, the original plan this week was to do, like, Wither and Guardian, and, I may have to do the Warden again. I was checking the footage, and I don't think... I think the problem is, in the Warden footage that I've got, in the Warden footage, I don't think you can actually see the Warden. So it's sort of like, probably should actually have the Warden in the actual footage, rather than just me dying from it zapping me through the damn wall. So I may need to do that one again, but that's all right. But since there was discussion of extending the border, I was like, all right, change your plans. We're doing this first. And then we'll worry about the rest of the... Oh, I can't get through there. There you go. Boat goes there. Lily pads. Sword goes there. All right, we're good. Yep. Swimming in the water. Gonna find me a panda. We already did pandas. We did that last time. Oh my god, this is terrifying. Get through the dark forest before anything evil eats my face. Hello, cow. Nice to see you. Yeah. Alright, we're off to a good start. As we explore the ocean. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. I wonder if we can go that way. Let's go this way. All right. We kind of need to go that direction, don't we? Hopefully we can break through here. Go around the swamps. Oh my god. I hate the swamp so much. How is it so far? Whoa. We're not even close yet. I've been further than this before. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, we're stuck. Oh, we're stuck. Oh. Oh, it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. Yeah. All right, we're in open water now. Fine. We want to go, yeah, that direction. See, if you have a look, previously, this is as far as I've been previously. These two directions. So we'll go to that and then beyond. What are we at? We're at negative 3,800. It is very dark because it's nighttime. We travel by night. Yes, or maybe we shouldn't. Ah, we'll be fine. Oh, there's a dolphin. Hello, dolphin. Can you make me go faster? I need to go faster. Faster, 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 faster. Someone's sleeping through the night anyway. All right, so can we get around this, or are we going over it? We might be able to cut through here. Let's go. We don't have to worry about the mobs. We'll be fine. We've got weapons. We've got food. There's some berries. Let's get some berries, eh? I like some berries. Yummy. Yummy berries. Oh, we're in the snowy biomes again. The never-ending snowy biomes. I swear, there are more snow biomes in this than there are any other biome. Either that, or I just happen to pick an area that has lots of snow. Oh my god. It's, yeah. We could do without powdered snow, thank you. Thank you. Oh, there we go. We're good. We're surviving. I'm good at parkouring. Parkour! Actually, I'm terrible at parkour. I was trying a parkour course the other day, and oh my god, I'm so bad at it. Get out of it. See, look at my parkour skills. Look how good they are. Yeah! Oh my god. I'm freezing to death. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll just keep heading this way. Through the blizzard. More sheep. More sheep. Give me a sheep. Yes, thank you. Take your wool. I need it. And I need the food. So I can make beds and eat. Yum, yum, yum. So how's everyone's weekend been? What exciting things you guys do over the weekend? I spent Saturday hanging out with some old high school buddies. Where we made characters to play Dungeons and Dragons. We haven't played yet, but we were just making characters, which was a lot of fun. And then Sunday, I spent my day editing Cobblemon videos, which the Cobblemon video will be coming out on Saturday. When I finish editing it. Still a lot to do. There's still a lot of footage to go through. But we're getting there. Look at the parkour mastering. Oh my god. It's a terrible biome to be climbing over. Oh my god. Yeah. All right. Yeah, zombie. Get away. Leave me alone. Stop bullying me. Damn zombies. Always trying to chew on your face. Well, I have no zombie face chewing, thank you. Should we put a bed down? Why not? There we go. There's a respawn point for us. In case we fall into a giant hole, which is kind of possible and actually likely. Alrighty. Okay. What's the bet that now that I'm exploring, that I end up finding... let's go around that. That I end up finding bees. Because we spent so long trying to find bees and couldn't find any. And now that I'm not looking for them, I betcha I end up coming across bees everywhere. They'll be like all over the place. I'll probably walk into a field and there'll be like 50 of the damn things. Oh, there's a portal over there. This is a terrible, 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 terrible place to be. Maybe using an elytra would have been better. I mean, it would have been, because it would have been quicker. But, I don't know, this just seemed like more fun. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's terrible. Maybe you're watching your stream thinking, dead meat, why in the hell are you doing this? Sometimes I ask myself the exact same question. And then I realize I'm doing this because it's fun. I got nothing better to do. You guys? Oh my god. We're just going from worse to worse here. We're going from mountaintop to snowy biome. Just doesn't get any better. I'm king of the world. Well, I'm not actually the king of the world because we're gonna be up there. That's beside the point. Bit of food. Be nice if we could get some open water, eh? Get in a boat and chuff along. Doesn't matter. Just think of this as an epic journey. You know, like Lord of the Rings. We're off to deliver the ring, the one ring, and get it destroyed. Oh my god. Have you guys seen Lord of the Rings? Do you guys like Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings is cool. I love Lord of the Rings. Years and years and years ago, we're talking, well, a long time ago because Lord of the Rings is reasonably old now. When I was first trying to get into the film industry, one of the first big films I actually applied for was to work on Return of the King, the third Lord of the Rings film. They were looking for people, and I figured I was sort of just at that stage where in my career where I was probably good enough to get work in the industry. And yeah, so I applied and I did interviews and all that. And unfortunately, they were looking for 3 people, and I happened to be number 4. I was close to getting the job, but unfortunately, everybody else had experience, and I hadn't at that stage. So they took the others. But yeah, I got close. But it was funny because my job interview with them was, so obviously you put in your application, you put in your resume and that, and they watch and you know, they have a look, and then they give you a call, and you know, you usually do like kind of like a starting interview over the phone before you do a more in-depth one. And they rang me on, would have been like 2 days before Christmas. And I was standing in the line at Myers, which is one of the big stores here in Melbourne, with Christmas presents. I was busy buying Christmas presents for the family, and I get this phone call, and I wasn't going to answer it. And then I looked at the number and thought, hang on, that's a New Zealand number. I better take that just in case it is them calling me. And so, yeah, and they were like, yeah. Can we do a quick interview now? And I'm like, listen, I'm kind of a little bit busy. I have my hands full, and I'm standing in line at Kmart. They were like, well, it won't take long. And I thought, well, it's taken a while to get through the line. Kmart, I might as well. So, yeah, I'm standing there doing the interview with the people for a job while I waited to purchase Christmas presents. And then, oh, that's interesting. The guy in front of me, after I finished the phone call, was like, what was that for? I'm like, hey, it's a job interview for working on Lord of the Rings. He's like, wow, all right, fair enough, good luck. Yeah, it was a little bit of an interesting situation, but it was fun. I don't know what I'm doing down here, but we're just traversing. Oh, there we go. There's solid land that way. Let's go that way. To the solid lands. The lands of solid. Come on. Yeah. Oh. Bingo. We better check and make sure we're going the right way still. I'm pretty sure we are. Pretty sure we are. Yes, we're definitely still going the right way. All right. Well, we're in a boat now, so we can boat it. Alrighty. Let's go. Well, either way, doesn't really... we'll go that way. And then it just sort of stops up here. We'll have to traverse it on footsies again. It's alright. No problemo. No problemo. Bingo. Let's go. Gonna have to start getting some more dirt soon. I'm running out. Didn't bring a shovel with me, did I? Let's make a quick crafting table. Make a shovel. Right. That way we've got plenty of blocks if we need it for climbing and building and getting over terrain. Just makes life a little bit easier. Mushroom. Mushrooms. I like mushrooms. As a kid, I didn't. As a kid, I was like, "Eh, mushrooms are gross. They're disgusting." Now I'm like, I like a good mushroom. Tastes good. Nice sauteed mushroom. I hear you, cow. Oh, bit of lag. All right, let's go. Let's go this way. Yes. Oh, look at all that open water. Oh, that's good. Let's head for that. Yes. Watch out for them holes. There's holes everywhere. Holes and holes and holes. Thankfully, we aren't having problems with holes so far. But now that Tech has mentioned it, I've been jinxed. And then I'm going to die and I'll fall into a hole and it'll all be over. And then I'll have to walk all the way back again. Sounds like something I would do. I think this is the way to go, right? Yeah, we can cut through here. Meow. I am Speed Demon. I am the boating machine. Yes, boating machine. Now. Calm down. Glow squids. Glow squids. Now there is another... we can probably go that way and then cut through there, actually. There is another mob that I can never find when I need one. But when I don't need them, I find them all over the place. But when I'm looking for a glow squid, I'll be damned if I can find one. The normal squid. Alright, we can cut through here. Yep, cool. Excellent. Mind me, I'll cut through here. Yes. I'm like that with axolotls. Yes, actually. True. You go caving and you find them all over the place. And you're just like, look at them all. And then you're like, you know what? I want an axolotl for my house. And you spend like 3 days caving. You can't find the damn things. It's almost like they hear you. And they're like, quick, hide, they're coming. They're trying to take us away. I have a friend who has an axolotl in real life. And they're a very cute animal. But as a pet, I don't quite get them. It's the same with like goldfish. What do you do with a goldfish as a pet? See, with a dog, you walk it, you play with it. As a cat, you know, they curl up on your lap and, you know, you cuddle them. What do you do with the goldfish? Like, sometimes if you can stick your hand in the bowl and, like, give it a chin rub, like, I don't quite get fish. All you can do is watch the fish, watch it poo until it breaks off. True. True. Still a little disturbing, but sure. I don't know, it just seems like, I just don't get the point. I understand, I suppose, if you had like a big, beautiful aquarium with lots of different fish, and something like that to, oh, maybe we've gone the wrong way. Can we get through here, you reckon? Maybe we can. You know, to get through, oh, it's a portal. Where's the chest? Put around? I don't think there is one. I don't see no chest. Bummer. Hello, sheepy. Don't mind me, just coming through. Look out! Get away! Thank you. But yes, like, I understand a big, like, aquarium, and things like that, but, yeah, I don't understand, like, a small, fishbowl. Like, just, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Having said that, I'm pretty sure, as a child, I actually had goldfish. I seem to remember having a goldfish. No, maybe not. Oh, maybe it was a class goldfish. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I actually had goldfish. I had a dog. I've had multiple cats. At one stage, our family had a donkey, which I hated. My mum worked with a group that looked after, like, older animals, like animals that were injured and things like that. And this was an old, like, mangy donkey that was on its last legs. And it was a annoying animal that hated every other animal. And so it had to be separate from the other donkeys, otherwise it'd attack them. So we had some extra land, so Mum had said to them, hey, listen, if you want, you know, we can take the donkey and look after the donkey, you know, this last few years. And the thing was so annoying. And where its fence line was right near my bedroom window. And so every morning at 5 a.m., all I would hear is, for the stupid freaking donkey. And it would, every time you tried to feed it, it would bite you. And I'm like, stupid donkey, I'm trying to feed you, and you're like, you're like letting me, you know, you're like trying to attack me. So, I hated this stupid animal. So when Mum and Dad were going on their big overseas trip, I said, get rid of the donkey, or when you come back, that donkey won't be alive. And so they were like, yeah, well, okay, fair enough. we'd had it for about 3 years at that stage. And they gave the donkey back to the shelter at that stage. And I don't know, lived for like another 4 or 5 years, I think it was. Oh my god, that's a spider right here. There's spiders. I'm scared. Okay. Actually, got bed. There we go. Sleep through night. I think I'm the only one on the server, aren't I? Oh no. I suppose we just gotta cross over this again, eh? But yes, we had cats, dogs, donkeys, guinea pigs. I think that was it. I think they were the only pets we ended up having. Oh no, we looked after a bird for a while. Mum had a tendency of taking in injured animals for a while there. You know, got to the point where I was old enough that, you know, she didn't need to do the whole mum thing. And so I think she needed something to do. I think she needed something to look after and work with. And so, yeah, for a while there, she was like taking in injured animals from the local shelter and helping them because friends of ours ran the shelter. So, yes, we had birds that we were helping for a while there. I remember that. Oh my god, just ice, just more ice, just ice. There's just ice everywhere. Ice everywhere. I tell you, ice everywhere. Oh my god. Moo. I had a friend who had a pet cockatoo, which was pretty cool. Used to wander around the house. It didn't have a cage; it just lived in the house. And it used to climb down its perch and go after the cats that he had. And it would sit there and like bite their tails and chase them through the house. And the whole thing the thing would squawk at you while you're watching television. I used to love going over to his house and just seeing what this crazy cockatoo used to do. I think originally it had fallen out of a tree when it was younger, and they'd taken it in to look after it. So it became a house pet. And it just wandered through the house, did its own thing, and he used to let it out. It used to go flying off and do its own thing, and then it'd come back. It was, you know, quite content. It knew where its food was, so it just would come back to the food. Oh yeah, look at all them sheep. Thank you. Oh, you thought you were escaping? I don't think so. I don't think so. Alright, we're still heading in the right direction. We're good. Let's go this way. Yeah! That was a 360 kill. Oh, look at all those shit. Look, we'll let them live. We'll let them live. We'll let them live for now. But later. Whoa, that's a big hole. Let's not fall in that. Thank you. That could be a problem. Yikes. Ugh. All right, what are we at now? We're at minus 7,900. So we're getting there. Dun, 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 dun. Every stream, oh yeah, the stream bots. They used to be a lot worse on Twitch as well. At one stage in the early days when I was streaming on Twitch, every comment on my stream would be, buy bots, buy bots. I'm like, why? Good way to ruin your channel to begin with. Apart from the fact that now Twitch is like cracking down on all the bots and getting rid of a lot of them, but I've never understood that. Like, people obviously do it to make them look better for advertising purposes. So, you know, if you're a bit of a bigger channel, you know, boost yourself up so that the advertising guys look at your channel and think, oh, well, you know, he's getting 50,000 people watching rather than 10,000 people watching. We can, you know, we have to pay him more, which technically is fraud. And so technically should be, they should be liable for it. But, you know, how do you prove it? Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's, sometimes I wonder if I am cut out to be a content creator and cut out to be a streamer. Like, I do YouTube and I do Twitch and that because I like to make content. I like to tell stories and I like to have fun doing that. And it's a great platform that allows me to do that. But I see so many people and so many stories now about these people that will do just about anything to get views, and will like stab people in the back and, you know, say nasty things about individuals, and will cheat and lie, just to get extra views. And I just think, I mean, I'm not willing to do those kind of things. But is that the norm now? Like, is that the only way you grow as a content creator nowadays, is by lying and cheating and stealing? Like, it just seems that everybody does it. Like, it just seems that every person who's growing now, turns out that, you know, they weren't doing it for real, that they were just, you know, cheating their way to the top. And it's just like, it just seems like, how do some of these people sleep at night is what I wonder. It just seems, I don't know, maybe I'm old fashioned. I don't know. You know, I think there are a lot of fantastic creators out there who are, you know, who make great content and are entertaining and things like that, and they just don't get noticed because there are some of these people out there that are just lying and cheating their way to the top and becoming the people that are being viewed and watched, when, you know, there should be other people you should be paying more attention to some of these other people. I mean, that kind of sounds bad, because it kind of sounds like I'm complaining, saying, why don't I have more followers? I don't care about any of that. Hello, Marvel, how are you? I would like one thing that taught me about doing Fortnite content, and how a lot of my audience abandoned me the minute I stopped doing Fortnite content, is that I wasn't building a proper community on my channel. I was just providing a service. And I don't want that. I would much rather have a community, a smaller community of people that want to hang out and watch my content. And, you know, I'd like to do, obviously not something as big as the 1,000 player Civilization video, but I would love to do I'd love to do content where it's things like, you know, my community, 100 of my community join me on a server where we do a particular theme, you know, like pirates or something like that. I'd love to do something like that. I think that'd be fun as. Like, it'd be so much fun to do that kind of stuff. And the only way you can do that is to actually build a community rather than build followers. Followers don't mean anything. especially nowadays. You know, people. There are channels out there that have 1 million subscribers, but get less views on a video than I do, and it's just like, that's saying something. I watched a movie called Toxic Avenger in theaters today. Oh, it's the new version. I want to see that. Because I've seen the originals. The originals are great. But yeah, I'm curious to see the new one. It actually looks like a lot of fun. I like the Toxic Avenger. He's funny. Are we still heading in the right direction? We are. Nice. Let's go down. Yeah, so sorry, I was ranting a little bit about subscribers and bots and all the usual bits and pieces. But yes, it's like I think like many content creators at the beginning, you get so caught up in subscriber counts and views and things like that. And I'm lucky enough that I'm older and I'm at a point in my life where I know who I am and I know what I'm capable of. And so I don't need to prove myself through my content. I'm able to do the content that I want to do and have fun doing it. And so I'm lucky in that sense because then I can do that. But there are a lot of people out there that are just like, they're younger and they're trying to prove who they are through their content, and it's we're kind of going backwards here. So because I don't have to prove anything, I'm able to just have fun and make my content and not have to worry about it. And if people watch my content, that's awesome. And if people don't watch my content, that's completely fine. I totally understand. I hope you find a creator whose content you do like watching. But yes, I've never been one of those. Luckily, I've never been one of those people that's like, why isn't anybody watching my content? Oh my God, YouTube have blacklisted me and nobody's subscribing, and I'm just not that person. Toxic Avenger is a Marvel character. He is indeed. He was part of a team with like the Swamp Thing and a whole bunch of others. They've been wanting to do a Toxic Avenger film for a long time. Like it had been greenlit for a long time, and then it didn't happen, and then it got cancelled, and then yeah, I think it's interesting that nowadays everybody knows, obviously knows Marvel characters as, Captain America and Iron Man and Thor and, okay, would you stop shooting me? That'd be great, thanks. Knows all these characters through like sort of the main characters. But there are a lot of weird and unique Marvel characters that nobody's ever heard of. I think it's funny. Like for a long time, people had no idea that Blade was a Marvel character. I can't get through there. Oops. Because you usually don't associate like vampires and that with Marvel. But that kind of defeated my purpose. I was hoping I could get through all that. All right, we'll go over the top. But yes, there are lots of interesting, weird Marvel characters that sometimes I think would also be fun to make, films of. But I see why they haven't, because they don't really fit within the cinematic universe that they're working on. It doesn't quite fit into the style that they're doing. But I think Marvel's got something like 5,000, 6,000 different characters that they've introduced over the years. There used to be a book that Marvel published, which was like a Bible for all Marvel characters. and it had like a page for each character. And it talked about the history of them and, like their backstory and like where they were coming from and, what issue and stuff like that. And I remember that being huge, that book. Okay, we can't do that. Captain Deadmeat is a great dancer like Kevin Bacon. Firstly, absolutely not. I am a terrible dancer, made especially so because I'm in a wheelchair. A little bit hard to dance when you're in a wheelchair. But I will agree that Kevin Bacon is a great dancer, yes. Everybody likes a bit of Footloose. And Kevin Bacon is Kevin Bacon just seems like an all-round nice guy. Haven't met him personally. Don't know him. But just from things that, like interviews and things that I've seen, he just seems like a nice person. Like just a down-to-earth person. I don't know. Could be wrong. Who knows? He was in a film that I love called Tremors. If you've ever seen the movie Tremors, about these sandworm creatures that terrorize a small country town. It was such a fun film. Better eat some food. Better eat some food. Alrighty. Oh, giant hole. Let's avoid the giant hole, shall we? Oh my god. Oh my god. There are giant holes everywhere. These things are stalking me. Can you be stalked by a hole? Is that possible? Anything is possible, I suppose. Sandworms the movie is an awesome. The first one, I like Tremors. Yeah, exactly. There've been like 6 Tremors movies and 2 television series. They tried to make a new television series for Tremors a while ago. Ow. What the hell? But it never took off the ground. Apparently, they're actually doing another movie. They're doing a remake or a reimagining of Tremors. And Kevin Bacon is either starring in it and or making an appearance in it. So, but that was the rumors on that were a while ago. So, I may be wrong. But last I heard, that was a thing that was happening. But I know what the movie industry is like. There have been many films that have been greenlit that have never actually seen the light of day. Because they ran out of money, the idea didn't happen, the producers, the companies decided they had problems with it, and it's something that happens a lot in Hollywood. It's a bit of a pain. There have been films that I have worked on that did not see the light of day for 6 years. There was a film, one of the very, very first films in my career that I ever worked on, called, eventually it was called The King's Daughter. Originally it was called something else. Something about the King and the Mermaid, or the Mermaid's Tear, or something like that. I think the name changed like 3 or 4 times. And it was a period piece film with Pierce Brosnan about Pierce Brosnan fell in love with this woman and wanted to give her eternal life, and then there was a story about how I don't think we're going to make that far all the way over there. Let's find out. The tear from a mermaid could give her eternal beauty. And so he captures a mermaid and tries to force the tear out of the mermaid so that he can give it to his wife and keep her beautiful for the rest of her life, type thing. We worked on all the mermaid sequences because obviously it was a real actor who had been digitally altered to make her look like a mermaid. like swimming through the water, and she had a tail and stuff like that. And it was a terrible, terrible project to work on because it was a co-production between America and China, in terms of funding, and they couldn't agree on how the mermaid should swim and what she should look like, and there were like lots of arguments about how it should happen. And so we would work on shots, and then 3 or 4 months later they would come back and they would change their mind, so we'd have to redo them again, so that it looked like the way they wanted the new mermaid to look and things like that. And it was a terrible, terrible project. It was so bad that I worked on the project, finished working on the project, left the company to work for another company, worked there on a couple of films, came back to the original company, and they were still working on the film. It was just like one of those, it was one of those like jokes of like, this film is never going to be finished. So eventually the film was actually finished. But the companies disagreed so much that the project actually got like put on the shelf and disappeared, and we heard nothing about it ever since. And I figured, oh well, we'll never see that film. And I couldn't even put it on my resume because the film was never released. And years later, I am wandering through a DVD store, and I'm like, that looks like Pierce Brosnan, the film I worked on. And I looked at the DVD and I'm like, yes, it is. They did actually release the film, and then they eventually put it on streaming services, and I'm like, wow. So I took a photo of it and sent it to all the guys I used to work for, and to be like, guys, look, they actually did release the film. And then Chinese company actually had a lot of the effects redone, and ended up releasing the film themselves under a different heading and under a different name, which I eventually ended up watching the film to see if they actually kept any of the stuff that we did. They kept a fair amount. I worked on a big sequence that had like a carriage chase on the side of a like cliff face, and so yeah, so they thankfully had kept a lot of that. So a lot of my work was still in the film, but a lot of the underwater mermaid sequences that my friends did had all been removed and been changed for the new version of the mermaid. Oh, this is bad. We'll go down this way. Yikes. Oh, God. You know what? We might put a bed down here just because I think it's a dangerous place. I don't want to die horribly. Here we go. The sixth film of Tremors had a volcano fireworms. Yes, it was pretty bad. But having said that, I have seen the film, and I do own a copy of the film. I like Tremors to the point where it's just like, you know what? I'll collect the Tremor films anyway, just because why not? I do that sometimes with my film collection. Like, for a long time there, I was collecting like really bad 80s like slasher horror films that are terrible, terrible films. And we used to do a thing years ago where I had a projector in my house. And so what I would do is on Friday nights, I would have a double screening of two films that sort of had like a theme to them, whether it be like horror films or like bad action films or something like that. And I would make a terrible poster for the double feature, and send it out to my friends on like Monday, and then they would reply if they were coming on Friday night to come and watch the films. It used to be this fun little thing that we used to do on Friday nights, just to hang out and watch terrible, terrible films and just see all the, because there are some atrocious films out there, but in a good way, like not bad as in, oh my God, I can't watch this, but just bad as in like fun bad. And I think sometimes that's kind of what's missing from films nowadays. Is that some of these people are afraid to laugh at themselves sometimes nowadays, I think, and because of that, we don't have some of these like fun, stupid films anymore. You know, too many people would look at these films nowadays and just be like, "Oh, that's cringe." I'm like, yeah, but that's half the fun of the film. Like, that's the point. That's funny. Enjoy that. Embrace the cringe. It's more entertaining. Oh my god, we can't get through here. I assume we're still going the right way. Yeah, we're going the right way. Oh my god, the damn lily pads. Somebody get rid of the damn lily pads. So bad, so bad. Come on, let's go. Yeah, yeah. All right. Let's take that fork that way. That's wider. And it seems to be heading in the direction we want. Yes. Easier than trying to get through all this bamboo. Because that's a pain in the butt. I hate trying to get through bamboo. Almost as bad as trying to get through the lily pads. This is what we want. We want some open water. Yes. Lovely. Tom Hanks dated a mermaid in a film called Splash. Wow, we're going way back to Splash, man. Good old Splash. Actually, it used to be a television series. A kids' TV series here in Australia. About 3 girls, teenage girls that were mermaids. What was it called? I never really watched it, but I remember seeing like bits and pieces of it. Like, they had to be careful that they didn't get wet, otherwise they turned back into mermaids. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going the wrong way. Why are we going the wrong way? We're going backwards. How did that happen? How did I get turned around to the point where I was going backwards? Just seems wrong. Alright, let's go. Tom Hanks has done some great films. And some not so great films. But it's like 2 shipwrecks right next to each other. That's cool. But yeah, Tom Hanks has had a pretty impressive career. Good old Forrest Gump. Good old, yeah, see, I'm like, something's happening here. I'm like veering off the wrong direction all the time. I don't know what's going on, man. I blame you, chat. It's because I'm looking at chat too much. I need to be going sort of that way. 420 Mermaids, the show you're talking about on them Prime. No, the mermaid film that I worked on was called The King's Daughter. And as for the mermaid television show, don't know what that was called. I want to say it had a single word name like Splash, but obviously it wasn't Splash. Like H2O? H2O, yes. There you go, H2O, thank you. Just add water. Makes sense, makes sense. Is there an easy way through here? Actually, let's get to that land there. And then we can move faster across the land, eh? Rather than these damn lily pads. Lily pads, I tells you. Lily pads. All right, let's go. Blah, blah, blah. Never saw it because not Aussie, but it's a huge meme. Yeah, of course. Take whereabouts are you from, if you don't mind. Feel free. You don't have to say. But just more curious. Hello, sheepy. I'm guessing, based on times, you're probably from England? Yeah. I figured you might be. The old UK. Dun, 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 dun. Place I've never been. It's weird. I've never been to the big ones. Like, I've never done the UK. I've never done Europe. And I've never done America. But I've done lots of other different places. Places like China, Hong Kong, Japan, Canada, obviously New Zealand. I almost went to Antarctica. My parents did. And I was originally going to go with them, but then I got very sick and I'm like, I don't really want to go to Antarctica when I'm like very, very sick. So probably a good idea if I don't go. Las Vegas. I've never been to Las Vegas. No. And originally I never had any interest in going to Las Vegas because I don't gamble and I don't drink. And so kind of really don't see the point. But at the same time, there's almost a sense of curiosity because you hear stories about how unique somewhere like Vegas is compared to the rest of the world. Like it's like almost like Vegas has its own little world. And so there's sort of a curiosity there, but my days of traveling are unfortunately gone. It's too difficult nowadays in the wheelchair. It's too difficult nowadays just with health-wise. Which is why I did a lot of traveling when I was younger, because I knew that chances are, as I got older and my disability got worse, that it would become harder and harder. So I made the most of it while I still had the ability to move around a lot more, just to make it easier. Yes, but I've certainly been around. I've certainly seen a few places. I think one of my favorite places was Hong Kong. I went to Hong Kong before it changed hands. Originally, obviously, for a long time, Hong Kong had been ruled by England, and they back in was it about 1995? Yes, I am that old. They gave Hong Kong back to the rightful owners, the rightful people, so yeah, we had discussed the idea of going to Hong Kong before they changed back the handing it over, because a lot of people speculated that when China took back Hong Kong, that China might actually close its borders and say no foreigners allowed in Hong Kong. And so I wanted to go and see it before that happened. So before the changeover, I traveled to Hong Kong and had a look around, and I spent about 3 weeks experiencing the wonders that were Hong Kong. It was an amazing place. It was such a beautiful place. The thing I liked about the place the most was that it was a combination of both the old school world and like new technology all together. Like you would have a giant skyscraper next to like an old school house with with like bamboo structures around it, and it was always like they had the old school markets, but at the same time you had like high-end technology just around the corner. And I always liked that. I liked um, the two different sides of the world together. And it was just such a beautiful place. Um, in terms of like some of the temples and stuff in Hong Kong were just absolutely amazing, like beautiful, beautiful buildings. Kind of place that you could spend an entire day wandering around looking at it, and you still wouldn't have seen like half of it. They were huge. There was sort of a peacefulness about some of those places too that I thought was really interesting. Yeah, we'll go down there. Yeah, especially because Hong Kong is such a busy place. Like it was one of those things where you had to walk down one side of the street if you were going one direction. If you're going the other direction, you had to cross over and walk the other side of the street. Just because there's so much traffic. There's so many people on the streets that it was just like you literally had to cross the street if you wanted to go back the other way. To then walk into the temples where it just seemed like all the noise disappeared and it was just calm and peaceful. It was so nice. I cut the grass in the backyard a lot. That's good. It's a good idea. It's important to cut the grass. Where I used to live, the block next to us used to be completely empty. And it was a big, like 5, maybe 10 acres of land, bushland. And where we lived, we're on a 4 acres of land as well. And so you couldn't mow the grass by hand. It'd take you forever. And so we used to go and borrow one of the next door neighbors ride on lawnmowers. And that used to be my job during summer, was go and mow the lawns of that and the block next to us, because you had to, otherwise you ended up with snakes and stuff getting close to the house. Did I see Godzilla in Japan? I did. There were some amazing like Japanese like Godzilla statues and stuff like that. Although mind you, that was a long time ago, so there wasn't as much as there is now. There's entire hotels dedicated to Godzilla in Japan, which I wish I'd had a chance to see. But they didn't exist when I went. But a friend of mine has been recently, and he and I are both big Godzilla fans. And so he was teasing me by sending me photos of all the cool like Godzilla stuff, and I'm like, oh man, I want to go back there, man. But yes, Japan was cool. I liked Japan as well. I think my issue with Japan was not Japan, but it was when I went to Japan, because it was at the end of the holiday, and I'd been traveling for like 5 weeks, and I think by that stage I was kind of over it, and I was tired, and I was just like, eh. And it sort of got to the point where I didn't see as much of the area as I wanted to, because I was so tired. I was just like, I'm not leaving the hotel today. I can't be bothered. It would have been. I should have done it separately. But at that stage, I didn't really think about it. So, let's cut through here. But yes, I've been lucky enough to travel around and travel most of Australia when I was younger, which was cool. But yeah, as I said, it was one of those things where I knew sooner or later it would be fairly hard for me to travel. Lovely terrain ahead of me. It's a nice looking area. It's just a pain in the butt to clamber over and explore, and it looks nice. Hello, cows. Cows. Moo. Moo. You're very proud of me, are you? Oh, thank you very much. Well, I'm proud of you, Marvel. I'm proud of you for enjoying life. And that's what you should do. Make the most of life. That's what I'd say. Too many people don't. I don't understand that. You only get one life. Well, unless you believe in reincarnation, I suppose. But, like, why wouldn't you make the most of life? Yeah. Let's climb up here. Oh, what the? Did that glitch, or did I just fall into a hole? I might have just fallen into a hole. Climb. Yeah, see, this is a weird thing, right? And maybe this is something that you can't really connect with yet because you're not old enough. You're not as old as I am. Maybe you are. I don't know. But I have a real problem with people my age. Because luckily I've got a group of friends that are like me, that are motivated and still want to do things and still enjoy life. But I also have a group of friends that have gotten to the stage where they're in their late 40s, if not 50. I'm close. I'm 48. Well, 48 this year. That are sort of getting to the point where they're just like, yeah, okay, well, life's not over, but just they're not looking to experience new things or try to do new things. They're sort of very set in their ways. They're very, okay, so this is my life now. I go to work, I come home, I sit around and watch TV, look after the kids, whatever random thing. Now I'm lucky, obviously, I don't have kids, so I don't have that burden. Okay, that sounded bad. Saying that kids are a burden is a bad thing. To a certain extent, they are a burden, especially financially. You have to worry about, making sure they're safe and making sure you've got money to support them and clothe them and feed them and educate them. And, so to a certain extent, they are a burden, yes. But I have a group of friends that are very much like, yeah, okay, this is life and this is the end of, this is what the rest of my life is going to be like. And I'm just like, it's just not. We're in our 40s. We're not dead. Like, there's still many, many things I want to do with my life. And, I don't want to just sit around and just be like, all right, I'm ready to die now. Like, because some of my friends are like that. I'm just like, dude, you're a bummer. Like, let's enjoy life. Let's do things. Let's experience things. Like, let's challenge ourselves and, rather than, I have friends that do the same thing every Friday night. Like, they get together every Friday night. And, like, I understand you want to wind down and stuff like that, but I spent time with them recently, and they're saying they're doing the same thing on a Friday night. Usually it's playing games or whatever, online and that. But they're doing the same thing, and they're saying the same, like, bad in jokes that they've said for the past, like, 6 years. And nothing's changed. Nothing's changed in the last 6 years. I'm like, why? What's the point? Don't you want to do something else? Like, don't you want more? Some people don't. That's fair enough. If you're happy in your life, and that's great. That's fine. But guess what? I'm not. I still want to do things, man. All right, chase the sun. Let's go. Chase the sun. I still want to build things. I still want to experience and create and explore and meet new people and interact and tell stories and, do streaming and make YouTube videos. And I ain't about to give up yet. But yes, I think that's interesting because you sort of get to this stage in your life where sooner or later you have to say to some of these guys, like, I'm sorry, man, but, you know, I love you and all, but, you know, I want more. I want to go and do other things. And, you know, I can't hang out with you every Friday night. And, you know, it's fun. It's fun to go and see them every now and again and hang out with them every now and again. And, you know, take some time off and just chill out with them. And yeah, it's awesome. But I'm sorry, I'm not spending every Friday night with you. You know, doing the same useless thing over and over and over. I want to do other things. I want to have fun. I'm curious. That's what I am. I think a lot of people lose that as they get older. They lose their curiosity. They become, I suppose jaded is the right word, but yeah. You know, they accept their fate almost. They accept what life is like for them, and they are not looking to change it. I'm not that person. I don't know, maybe that comes from my disability. Of, you know, I don't think I've been killed by a slime. Is there a bigger slime around that can kill me? Yeah. Have we done slimes? I don't think I have. Oh, can't see if we can find one now. There's that little one there. Where's your bigger ones? Where'd he go? Oh, he's still there. All right. Take off the armor, hey? Armor. There we go. All right, slime, come get me. Oh. John Cena is Peacemaker. That is true. He is. And I think he does a great Peacemaker too. Oops, I forgot to crouch next to it. Oh. Yeah, I think he does a great Peacemaker. I think he's really fun. A friend of mine works on the show, actually. He works on... the slime's probably gone now. Bummer. He was geared up. He was gold-plated and ready to kick my butt. Have a quick look around, see if we can find slime. Yeah, I don't think we've done slimes yet. We did magma in the nether, but we haven't done normal slimes yet. Which I totally didn't even think about. Because I was just like, well, we've already done... Oh, go away. Your mother smells like elderberries. Pickaxe goes there. Normal axe goes there. Sword. There. Is it night time? I don't think it is it? All right, let's go. Maybe we should do this here, because I'm guessing this will lead us further through. Let's go that way. Oh. Bye, swamps. No other slimes squidgying along? Yeah. Alright, we'll have to go and find some squidgies a little bit later. I'm not too concerned about getting every type of way to die. The idea of the video is not to collect every possible way to die, but more just as many as possible. And then show the build of the torture device that will constantly spawn and respawn me and kill me. So we don't, it doesn't have to be, whoa, sheep everywhere. But it will certainly be more entertaining if we can get as many as possible. I think this is where we get off, right? Yep. Climb up here. Which way are we supposed to be going? That way. Right. Maybe got a little bit turned around, but that's all right. There's big open water again. I like it. Let's do it. Oh, I'm sinking. There we go. What are we at? Minus 13,000. Do we know how big the world is, Tech? I'm pretty sure Naomi said the other night, but I've forgotten what it was. Oh, well, we'll find it. We find it. We don't. We don't. What the? Is that someone's build? Somebody all the way out here? Or is that a village? No, it's a village. Let's see if there's an iron golem here. And let's see if we can test our iron golem theory. Has people been here? It's a weird village to get through. Come through, coming through, coming through, coming through. Hi. Not seeing an iron golem around anyway. Bunny rabbit. Oh, hang on. I think I hear him. Is he here somewhere? Or maybe it was the cows I heard. Thumping and thumping. A terrible village. Hello, villagers. There you go. I'm coming up. Hang in, I'm coming up. Hi. There you go. You got an iron golem lying around somewhere? No? Look at all the chests. Okay, it's a really weird village. It's like this, this, and this. That's it. There's nothing else here. Terrible, terrible village. Dude, you're living by yourself, mate. Everyone's abandoned you. I think we want to go this way. I think it's 15 by 15. Yeah, that's what I'm pretty sure that's what she said. So hopefully, if that's true, then we should be getting closer. Because we're at, what, 13? We're at 14. All right. So yeah, we should be getting close. We'll go overland. It'll be quick. Since it's what, 10 o'clock now, and I'm supposed to be getting off, I'm not going to. If we're that close, I'll keep going. I do have some work to do today, but it doesn't need to be done ASAP, so it can wait a few hours. So let's continue our journey, eh? You live streaming this Monday to Friday? I live stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So today's Monday, and then in a couple of days, I'll stream again, and then again on Fridays. Because Tuesdays I have my physical therapy appointments for like my disability stuff, and then Thursdays are filled with work meetings, so they're kind of out. So, but otherwise I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then the plan is eventually to be able to get a video out every Saturday as well. At this stage, I'm doing every second Saturday, just because I'm doing bigger videos, and I'm also like putting the infrastructure in to sort of be able to release a video. But yeah, eventually, the plan will be to be able to try and do it so that there's a video out for you guys every Saturday as well. That way you'll have lots of nice content to enjoy. You'll be able to watch all the... Oh, this is bad. This is one of those like, giant pits, I think. We might go into here instead. Back up a little. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, go through here. Oh, my axe is dying. Hang on, there's a skeleton there too. Let's put a bed down. There we go. And then let's also put the crafting table down. Make some more tools. What do we need? New axe. There we go. The hell? Because my inventory is full of garbage. Where's my shield? And I forgot to put my armor back on. Let's put the armor back on, shall we? Where's face cam? I don't do face cam anymore. For a few reasons. One, I think it's more interesting with Minecraft when it's just the character rather than face as well. I think it's a more fun connection to the character. Two, face cams are always a pain in the butt because they disconnect, they overheat, they're just annoying. And so this way I don't have to worry about it. The other reason is quite often is, well, I get up in the morning and I've only just gotten out of bed and I'm live streaming and I'm like, nobody needs to see that. Fun fact, beds aren't waterlogged, so you can sleep underwater. Are you, what? Are you serious, Dick? How did I not know that? It's cool. But yeah, the face cam, that, and it makes it a lot easier for editing purposes. Because if I want to take a certain part of a video, but the audio from one part, then the voice from the face cam doesn't match. And it's a lot easier to just be able to have just the video and not have the face cam. And since I do a lot of editing, I find it easier just not to have the face cam. I think there'll probably be times where I will do face cam. I've been looking at a few horror mods that I think would actually benefit from me having a face cam. Yeah, because it's funnier if you can see me being scared. Which obviously I will do that, but just normal streams and that, I don't really see a point in doing face cam. You know, especially if you're doing a video, like a Minecraft video where it's like, all right, I got to dig up like 60,000 pieces of dirt. Nobody wants to look at a face cam of me with a sour look on my face because I have resting bitch face, digging 60,000 blocks. It's just like, nobody cares about that. Nobody needs to see that. I sleep on the ocean floor a lot if I'm traveling and on my own server. That's a clever way to do it, actually. I never knew that. See, another reason why I love Minecraft. You find out all these new and wonderful things. And it's even more fun when you do it, you know, live with other people, because other people can tell you these things, because I wouldn't have known that. I wouldn't have had a clue. I would have gone my entire life without knowing that. Well, maybe not. I might have read it somewhere, but chances are I would not have. Are we even going the right direction? We are, yes. I need to eat. Need to eat some food. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, guys, guess what I found? I found the world border. I found the world border. Guess what? I found the world border. I found it. Hey, look at this. We found the world border. All right. Now. If we... Actually, we can take this stuff home. I just figured this out. All right. Put that down there. Grab a bed. Put that there. Right, we've set our spawn there. I am recording, thank you, Tech. Oh, I had to do a quick double take to just check and see if I was. But yes, I am. Thank you. I'll put this stuff in here. Just random stuff. All right. Hang on, because if I die out there, I won't be able to get it back. So let's just do that. Things that we might need. Put that there just as a backup. Take the armor off. Put the armor in there as well for safety. Okay. shield. Shield. Bingo. Right. So, we're going to test whether or not we can go through onto the other side. Let's find out, eh? Should be able to. Here we go. We're outside the border. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Wait a second. I'm not dying. Okay. This is a problem. What have I done? Slash kill? What is it? Slash suicide? Right. Okay, so that didn't work. Maybe I threw it too far. Maybe if I just... How did you just die? I killed myself. Right, okay, so that works. Oh, there's some... okay, so... Don't walk too far. Slash suicide. That was a bit interesting. All right, can you just walk through it? No, you can't. All right. Interesting. I'm not taking damage. Because usually you do. I've got the red around me. And then it just sends me into oblivion. I can't move. No. All right, what happens if I disconnect and reconnect? Let's see if that does it. Okay. Now that should put me back at the bed. Right, yep. Interesting, okay. It's a little bit of science experimenting. That's what we're doing here. We're doing science. Well, the, hang on. The other way you can do it is video settings, render distance to full. Leave it for a second so that it renders it. All right, seems to have done it. All right. Actually, we'll just try it with the render distance up high. No. Okay. So, clearly, it's not letting us die. Hang on, quick Google search. Let's have a look, see what they're saying. Minecraft, do you die if you pearl beyond the world border? It's not how you spell border. That is. You do not die immediately. The game will damage you until you die. You will be teleported back to the last known spot. Blah, 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 blah. The world border is invisible barrier. It prevents players from traveling. You can pass through the world border using methods like boats and ender pearls. Interesting. Let's try a boat. Let's try a boat. Okay, put that away. Where's our boat? There's our boat. Can I break stuff on the other side? No, I can't. All right, so we want to be on the same level. I can't place blocks, but I can do it that side. Put that away. Boat goes down. Me and boat. And okay, it says I can. That's weird. Can't do it. Maybe I have to put the boat on the other side. Doesn't look like I can place the boat. Ah, here we go. Yeah! Dun, 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 dun. And whoa. Okay, now what am I seeing? I'm seeing weird beacons. I've entered purgatory. What happens if I get out of the boat? I don't know if I'm in the boat or not. I'm not dying. Can't run. I can't move. I can't jump. I can't crouch. Can't do anything. And now my boat's out there. Okay. Another idea. Experiment number 7. Or 9. Or I don't know. Can I ender pearl into the boat? Right, so it seems as if the border is just a few blocks beyond. It may be the setting of the actual server that's doing it. So maybe it's not actually possible on this. It's an interesting... all right, just out of curiosity, and I already know the answer. Let's go to a different part of the wall. And let's ender pearl that way. Yeah, okay, so I'm just in this. All right, fair enough. Okay. Well, at least now we know. We've done our experiments. We've traveled our distance. And it's not actually possible. Yeah, fair enough. Now, if we do this /home, we're back here. We didn't have to travel all that way again. Look at that. Honestly, the map wasn't as big as I expected. It does boost my death counter. That is correct. That is correct. Actually, speaking of my death counter. Where is it? Number of deaths, 115. Oh, yeah. We're at 115. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guess what? It is the time of the day where we are done. That was fun. I enjoyed doing that. It's a shame we weren't able to die, which is a bit of a weird thing to say. But at least now we know. Later on this week, we're probably going to do, I think Wednesday, I'll probably do Gathering Wither Skulls so we can summon a Wither. And hopefully if we get that done on Wednesday, we can actually summon the Wither on Friday and do that one. That'll be fun. Anyway, I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful time. Of course, if you did, come over to the old YouTube, hit the old subscribe button. There's plenty of content for you to enjoy over there. I will see you guys very, very soon. And until next time, look after yourselves, be happy, be healthy, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye, tech. Goodbye, everybody. Until next time. See ya.